Hello everybody, I had several signature books laying around for quite a long time. I finally got around to submitting them to CGC to get the signature verification, the JSA. And yeah, it's about 8 books, so let's go ahead and get them unboxed and see how we did. Alright, so they're all wrapped up nicely in one of these bubble bags, whatever you call them. So let me just pull them out of here at random and see what we have. Actually, it's 2 of those bags. Let's deal with the first one. And I don't even know what this is, so let's just look. Okay, Transformers number 21. This is a Mike Spicer cover, the colorist of this book. So that's why I picked it up. I actually picked it up from him at Heroes Con 2025. He signed it in person for me. Great guy, my favorite colorist by far. I mean, it's just next level the work this guy does. So you should check him out on Instagram. I think it's at Mike Spicer, but pretty easy to find if you want to find it. But yeah, definitely you want to check this guy out if you have not ever heard of him, which I'm sure everybody out there has watching this probably. So let's just see what we got. Now, I have 3 or 4 of these, maybe 1, 2, 3 of these. And I think a couple of them are 9.9s. I mean, I know I'm not going to get the 9.9, but I think they're 9.9. So we got the 9.8 on the first one, white pages. I mean, what really determines it normally is the corners, the top and bottom of the spine. As you can see, there's no bindery tear on either top or bottom. There's absolutely no spine ticks. I didn't have to repair anything on this book. In fact, I didn't press this book. This book was already perfect. 9.9 right out of the case. Amazing, right? But it's a 9.9 sitting in a 9.8 slab right now, which, you know, I'm probably not getting rid of this, so maybe I'll resubmit it when CGC gets more reasonable in the future if that happens. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. All right. Oh, Walking Dead number 2. Yeah, that's a pretty big book. You know, first Carl, Lori, all that stuff. So, yeah, I was excited to see this book online. It was a 9.4. And so I picked it up for a good price. Online, it looked like maybe you could get 9.8. But once I got it in, I was like, okay, whatever, dude. I'll just be happy to retain the 9.4, maybe get that bump to 9.6. Of course, it's got the Robert Kirkman signature on it. So I bought it as a signature series. So I'm kind of downgrading to a JSA, I guess. But you know, when I go to sell this thing, I mean, I have a photograph of the original label. So I can just say I clean pressed it, bumped it, and you know, if they really are worried about the signature. I don't know that I'm going to sell this though. I might hold on to it, especially if it gets 9.8, which I don't think we have a chance of, but let's just look. Okay. Now, we did get a bump. I think profit-wise, I make a little bit on a 9.6. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure, I think I paid $378 all in, you know, shipping, taxes, all of that stuff. So I don't know what this is worth currently at a 9.6, but I think we did okay. But that's not really why I bought it. I wanted to read this book. I had a great copy of it, so I bought it. Cracked it, read it, cleaned and pressed it, submitted it. And that's basically where we're at on that. I really want to keep it, but it just all depends. I may just list it for about slightly above fair market value, and if it sells, it sells. We'll just move on otherwise. But I wouldn't mind having the number 1 through 10 in the collection. I'm not going to collect them all. It's just too much bandwidth. I can't do that. But I wouldn't mind having the first 10 or so. I've got the omnibuses of the books. So I've read basically the first 100 issues already. So I don't need the comic version, but you know, as an investment, I don't think it's a bad one to have a few key issues of that book. Sorry, my voice seems to be going today. So the next book is an X-Men 258. I bought this as a raw book with the signature on it. Always a little bit nervous when you buy raw books with signatures, but I looked at comparisons and it looks legit. Now this is a Jim Lee signature, and yeah, Jim Lee authenticated autograph. So we got that. I don't know, I guess it would have the green label on it or whatever if it was not Jim Lee, but or it would just be a reject. I can't remember. So, so I bought it as it was a very fine plus, I believe is what they had it listed as. And I think they had it a little bit undergraded. I think it was more in the near mint range. I actually had it as a 9.4 when I was done with it, but I think it could get as high as 9.6. And oh yeah, it's the newsstand version of X-Men 258, if I did not mention that. We did get the 9.6. Now I got off white to white pages. I don't think that's a big surprise. I think I kind of anticipated that, so that's fine. Very glad to get that raw copy turned into a slab copy now. Probably going to end up selling this one. I bought it for $27, believe it or not. Yeah, so I think I got a great deal. I don't know what this is going to be worth. I didn't put down the values because obviously I didn't know the grades. I'm guessing at least a couple $100, right? So I'll do okay. So I'm definitely going to sell that one. So let's open up the other bubble bag here. All right, so I already looked at the grade on accident here. So we got Transformers number 21. And yeah, it's, once again, I think 2 of these 3 copies are 9.9s. We obviously didn't get a 9.9 yet. It would be nice to get one 9.9 out of these because these are so perfect, man. I mean, I don't know which of these is the 9.8 that I thought and which are the 9.9. I don't have them in the right order here, I don't think. Honestly don't remember based on my notes. I don't know if my notes are in order or not. If they are, I had this as the 9.8 actually. Yeah, according to the order of the book. So this is the 9.8, and man, look up that serial number and tell me if you think you can find anything on it. It's like a 9.8 that looks perfect. The other 2 are just beyond perfect. I mean, I'm talking about 0 defects. 0 binary defects, 0 man-made defects. That's a 10.0 in my book, but I'll take the 9.9, but obviously CGC is not in a mood to give 9.9s very often. I mean, I guess I would trade all the 9.9s that I could have potentially gotten so far for this one 9.9 here, you know? So, I mean, but I shouldn't have to do that. I mean, we should just be giving books the grades that they actually are. Right? Okay, so, okay, last one. And this one, of course, I think is a 9.9, but 9.8 again. Okay, my white pages, 3 copies. They're not going anywhere. They're staying on the PC. I know 2 of them are 9.9s. That's good enough for me. And maybe, once again, we'll resubmit sometime in the future. Maybe they'll do a 9.9 pre-screen at some point. Who knows? All right. I think we got about 3 more here. Okay, and this is Transformers number 8. I mean, check this out, man. It's another one I got in person from Mike Spicer. I guess this is the one that was... Actually, no, it wasn't. This is... I didn't get this from him. The 8s I got online specifically with the purpose of taking to him at HeroesCon last year. So yeah, look at that color, though. The coloring. Does it get any better than that? Check this out, man. It's like... just freaking the attention to detail with the coloring on this book. I mean, the art as well, obviously. But, man, that's just crazy. I had 2 of these, and I had them both as a 9.8. And we did get the 9. Wouldn't it be crazy if I got the 9.9 on this one? But these were obviously 9.8s. Now, if this was a Copper Age book, I would say it was 9.9. But because, you know, it's a modern book, I think there's a higher standard, which there shouldn't be. But there is. I'm placed on those books on getting 9.9. Now, once again, I'm not saying it couldn't get 9.9. I was very selective in the books I submitted. I think I bought a dozen copies of these, and I submitted the nicest 2. So, yeah, I don't know. Actually, I had him sign the nicest 2 in order to submit. So, yeah, I did submit the nicest 2. So we have 2 more. I think another one is just a copy of this book, and I think that's what I'm seeing right here. So we'll just go ahead and show you. Same exact book, different copy. But definitely staying in the PC as well. I don't see any reason I would ever get rid of those books. They're going to probably end up here somewhere at some point. Just absolutely love those covers. All right, last one. Let me see, what is the last one? Oh, it just happens to be the last one. This is probably my favorite book out of all of them. And the reason is, it's Alien number 2, which, amazing cover, right? But I had Maria Wolf do this Remarked for me in HeroesCon last year. That's 2025. But check that out. If you see her at a con, she'll do anything for you want. but she kind of specializes in certain ones, like this Doom one over here. You can see as well, and I think there's an, I don't know if you can see the Megatron one here next to it. Maybe, maybe not. Can I kind of get in the picture? But yeah, it's just freaking amazing, man, how the work she does, and really reasonable. I don't remember what she charged on it, but it was really reasonable to get this. Obviously, this is going to be a PC book. This is just one of the most badass covers you could imagine, and along with the Remarked, just makes it awesome. I mean, just crazy good. I can't believe I have this book. It's going to go right up here next to my other Maria Wolf. So once again, Maria Wolf is my favorite modern artist. Mike Spicer, my favorite modern colorist, and they tend to work together quite a bit, which is really, really, really cool. And we got the 9/8 white pages, which is exactly what I expected. This one wasn't as nice as the other moderns I had. She had it there, you know, for sale, and it's hit or miss when you buy them directly from the artist. Then they take them off, you know, they work on the books, and then she'll generally set a whole pile of books with all the same one, and she kind of mixes up whose books was whose sometimes. So I had that happen, I believe, on this one. And I didn't think that one could get 9/8, but I thought, I mean, I had to do a ton of work. It looked like a 2-year-old had actually handled that book. But somehow I managed to get the 9/8 on that one. So yeah, those are going to look awesome together. So yeah, kind of a submission more about what I love on this one rather than dollars and cents. You know, getting the signatures, all except for the Kirkman and the Lee, getting the signatures from Mike Spicer and Maria Wolf. Just an amazing experience. I hope to see them again this year. I don't think we'll do any more signatures unless I just, like, this was kind of spontaneous. It was just sitting there and I saw what she was doing and I was like, man, I just got to get that. So it'll probably happen again this year. So that's coming up pretty soon. So yeah, I'm going to be there all 3 days again. So I hope to see some of you there. I think I saw something like 25 of you or something last year, which was just an amazing experience for me to meet some of y'all. You guys are the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and it's just a tremendous honor to be able to hang out with you just for a little bit at the con. So stay nerdy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.